In 2024, myself, my good friend Gary and his mate Ben travelled across the Nullarbor to Ceduna. We drove up Cook's Track, the Unadata Track to Central Australia, across to WA and the Great Central Road home. This journey was called The Long Way Up. In 2025, along with our good friend Paul, we embarked on an even bigger journey across Central Australia, from Steep Point, the most westerly point of Australia, to Byron Bay, the most easterly point of Australia. We called this journey The Long Way Across.
I wake up and I'm freezing. I wish you'd come and see me. I know you're never coming again. So why do I have you close in my room and pillowcase on my bed? Driving through the city and all the pretty things remind me of the way you laugh when I say a joke. I'm with all of my friends, don't think that they'll ever know. Smile and laugh, but I don't know anymore. If I can't live without you anymore.
Alrighty, so we are about 5 weeks away from departure on the long way across. So it's time to get some maintenance done on the Hilux. It's already been in for its service, so it's had its oils and filters and all that changed. So that's all been done. And now I am at Integrity Tyres to get the wheel alignment done, and then after that we'll take it over to Motorfix and we'll get a full nut and bolt check on it, because some of those roads we're going on, we don't want any bolts cutting loose. So yeah, all right, we will get on in here and get the wheels aligned.
Rolling outside on a high, we figure out a cycle to get your life. You are my fire, feed my desire, taking me higher. We don't need to try. Can you take me to the other side? Wanna love and wanna be alive. Can you take me to the other side? Feels getting run from the silence. We fade it, don't fight it. Don't need the guidance. You're my fire and desire. Baby, higher. You don't need to try. Just start. We're higher.
Alrighty, so another prep for the big trip is Gary has decided to get himself a Starlink.
Hang on, no, let's back that up.
Gary,
was
sorry,
told
remember.
to get himself a Starlink so he could be in contact.
Remember this?
Absolutely.
So Gary was told to get himself a Starlink so he can keep in contact with home. But it will come in handy because we're going to be a bit remote. Actually, we're going to be very remote. So yeah, we will be able to keep in contact with the world, unfortunately, but that's the sign of the times. So we have Paul, our resident comms technician expert, and we have Andrew, our resident IT expert, and Gary.
Dude, hang on. I'll absolutely show you my part in this. Hang on. Phone is now unlocked. Fill your boots, boys. I'm done.
So we're in the bush. what better place to install it? And Andrew has recently installed one of these on his Grenadier, so he knows exactly what to do.
Exactly what to do.
Exactly what to do. He started off really well. Yeah. Look.
Hang on, I've got to play another part. I can plug it in.
That comes at the end, all right? Not now. Wait, hold that. It's not the first time you've heard that, is it?
That's why I've got to get this.
Yeah, I'm glad you went there.
We're not going to go through this whole thing because you'll probably fall asleep by the end of it, but we'll show you anything that goes wrong.
In that case, we are going to show them the whole thing. My Starlink is plugged in, yeah, of course it is.
Starlink is all set up. Gary's just going to go home and create himself an account, and then he will mount it on the roof when he's ready to use it. Alrighty, next. Two weeks to go, guys, and to say that I am starting to get a little bit excited would be a massive understatement. So I am here in Wangara at Motorfix Automotive Service and Repair Centre, where I am going to get the final checks done on the Hilux. The boys are going to stick it up on the hoist for me, and Rob and Tyrone are going to go through it front to back, nut bolt check, make sure everything's tight, make sure nothing is about to break, blow up, snap, wear out, all the usual stuff, given we've got two roads to drive on in the first part of the series that are renowned for their corrugations. The road out to Steep Point and the Great Central Road can sometimes be corrugated badly, sometimes can be okay. The last thing I want is to lose a crucial nut or bolt in that section and have to deal with that problem for the rest of the trip. So I'm here just to make sure that that will all be okay, and yeah, we'll stick it up on the hoist and get cracking.
You noticed that our sign's back to being a complete sign, did you?
Yeah, I spotted that. Now we all know where to go.
Yeah.
We feed it, don't fight it. Go with the guidance. You're my fire and a desire. Baby, we're higher. We don't need to try. Just we're higher. When we fight no surprises. Take me to the other side. Wanna love you, wanna be your version. Can you take me
Righty ho, so there we are, all done. There was a few loose bolts there, especially around the bash plate, a little bit around the suspension, so it's always good to get that done before going on a big trip, especially if you've got corrugations to have to go over. The last thing you want to do is lose a crucial bolt or nut out in the middle of nowhere, and that's going to ruin your trip. So thank you very much to Rob for going over the car for me. He even, look at this. Even now have a handbrake. I don't know if I actually got that on camera. There we go, just in case I didn't. So yeah, he's adjusted my handbrake up. Even, you know, fine details like pulling the brake drums off, getting rid of any mud and stuff that's in there, because mud in your brake drums, it doesn't do your brake pads any good whatsoever. So thank you once again to Rob for going over the car for me, and now all that's left to do is pack and leave. So yeah, looking forward to that. All right, cheers guys.
Sink or swim, our lives begin. And all that's lost, what we should have been. More than I ever was. More than I ever was.
Okay, so 12 months in the planning, we have finally made it to departure day. So we are meeting just slightly north of the old Yanchep Road on Indian Ocean Drive for the big long drive up to the actual start of this long way across journey. So the guys are here. Gonna jump out and make sure they're all ready to go. And of course it is raining, so hopefully this is the last day of rain we will get. So put the hoodie up.
No.
Fancy seeing you blokes here.
Oh, get
Hey?
mate. What a wonderful.
It is. Hey? Turned it on for us today, haven't I?
I'm here to tell you, strong advocate, Overlander.
Overlander, the big 10-hour drive.
Strong advocate.
Yes.
It's 9, but strong
9.
advocate. Yeah. With multiple
All right.
fuel stops, because Jesus, I'm heavy.
All right. Well, you heard it straight from him. We're driving all the way through to Overley. You up for that?
Yeah, okay.
No,
Yeah, let's do it.
Whoa, yeah.
Confidence.
Oh, yeah. Oh, can we try that again? You ready?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So we stop at Jurien for fuel, Geraldton for fuel.
Yep. I need lunch at Jurien.
Okay,
The rain's getting worse.
Let's go for,
Northampton, yeah, for fuel. Yeah.
Northampton. We're stopping at every servo on the way up to get fuel.
let's
Apparently.
go from here to Jurien before I get soaked.
All right, let's
Okay,
go. Woohoo, let's go. Can't believe 12 months in the planning and here we are.
Mate, I know it seemed to take an eternity right up until this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then 4 hours of work this morning seemed to take another eternity.
Yeah, no, would have.
Oh well, we're on the road now. The weather might not
I
be
can't
fantastic.
believe how quick these last 2 days have gone since I've been getting this car like ready.
Yeah, that's what happens when you leave everything till the last minute.
Yeah, oh, you know me.
Absolutely. All right.
I got the new windscreen in.
Yes, do. All right, big long drive, about 9 hours north. Let's go.
Keep walking, just stay still, and all that's lost, what we could be, more than I ever was. More than I ever was. And the stars will find you.
in the swag. Interesting day yesterday. It did not stop raining from the time we left all the way through, real heavy at times, but it just literally did not stop raining right up to the point where we actually drove all the way through to Overlander. Now, we actually left on this trip a day early because guys didn't want to do the big drive all on the first day. So ironically, we left a day early and did the big drive on the first day because we didn't want to camp in the rain. So when we did get here, it was about 6:30 last night. The place there's massive puddles, there's a lot of water lying around here. We didn't particularly want to camp in and amongst that and get everything soaking wet on the first day. So we've grabbed a couple of rooms and I guess spent the first night in a little bit of luxury. So apart from the cold shower that I had last night because there was no hot water, but all good. So yeah, and Gary had a little bit of car trouble on the way up, lost all power. Basically his winch is not working and it was shorting out and it drained the battery, and when it got down to almost 10 volts it literally just shut the car down. So we had to disconnect the winch, give it a jump start, and about half an hour on the side of the road, and we were all good after that. So fingers crossed there's no other issues there. Don't really want something bad like that happening on day one, but yeah, all good. So we are now in fact a day ahead of schedule. So we did have 2 big days of driving after we start this trip, so now we have an extra day up our sleeve. We can actually take it a little bit easier and go and look at a couple more things along the way on the first leg of the journey, which we will. So this morning we will head out to Steep Point and we will begin this amazing The Long Way Across trip, and we might start it off with a brekkie burger at the Roadhouse, I think. Alright, I'm going to jump up, have a cup of tea, and we will go and get some brekkie, I suppose. Alright, see you out on the road. Alright, we made it. Here we are on the most westerly point of the Australian continent. How's it feel?
Yeah.
Blowy.
Bit
That's how it feels. and just a heads up for anyone coming up here, that was brutal.
Yeah, the corrugations in sections on this track are brutal, but the rest of the track, I must say, is spectacular.
Yeah, 90% of the track in was excellent. Really, really good, fantastic, picturesque, but there was 10% of it, just a couple of kilometres, that was absolutely diabolical. But you get that.
We've renamed Paul as James May, all right?
Captain Slow. That was
Just has to be.
when we stopped to take more air out the tyres, we'd finished airing down before he'd caught us.
Cheap life. Cheap life.
Solid axle.
All right, so here marks the start of our journey across Central Australia, from the most westerly point of the Australian mainland to the most easterly point of the Australian mainland in Byron Bay.
Yeah,
And,
Cape Byron at Byron Bay.
yeah, absolutely frothing to get there now. Now we should we venture to the very, very, very westerly point?
Dude, I don't climb up a ladder. I suppose you got to go close, but I ain't getting right to the edge. I'll give you the
that's
tip.
it. All right, let's start this journey.
Okay, let's be in it.
No one really cares what you say, as long as you mean it. What's the point in wearing a face if you don't believe it? 'Cause honestly, it's best to be true to who you are than trying to be a version of something that you're not. Just close your eyes and let it all just wash away, and give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that perfect is imaginary. You don't have the words to carry. Hey, just be yourself. No one has it all figured out, but one day you'll see it. Even when your head's filled with doubt, your heart's underneath it. Yeah, honestly, it's best to be true to who you are. All you need is air to breathe, to give it one more shot.
We're going to be all day getting out of here at this speed. It's an NPS, I think, doing 20 k's an hour. Ah, well, good job we got all day.
Yeah, just close your eyes and let it all just wash away, and give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that perfect is imaginary. You don't have the world to carry. Hey, just be yourself. Just close your eyes and let it all just wash away. Give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that perfect is imaginary. You don't have the words to carry. Hey, just be, and close your eyes and let it all just wash away. Give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that
sections on this road are pretty bad for corrugations. Not long stretches, short stretches, but they are pretty brutal. Oh, that's better. Jesus. There's about 2 or 3 sections that are like that, and the camera is just drifting down and down. Oh, my Lord.
Your car from back here, your rear axle is wobbling like you wouldn't believe up and down over them corrugations.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so there you go. I hope that came up on camera alright. Gary was just saying on the radio that my back axle is... There's been 3 sections like that, very short bits that are like that. The rest of it's pretty good. Alright, we shall persevere. Action! Take 2.
Hang on. We'd have that in the bloopers. Oh, there was no camera, of course that was the blooper. There you go.
Time to consult the map. Is that what I said last time?
I think so.
Back at the Overlander, so it's time to see where we're going. Get the right side. No problem with paper maps, it's not wind friendly.
Move it around easy, that's why.
You don't.
Get it to 45.
I don't want it on a 45. I'm over here now.